Guys, stop being desperate to come to Canada.
Or you will lose your money and your dream.
Guys, we know not a lot of you would want to watch this video because it is not specific to any immigration. But not watching this video could cost you your dream of coming to Canada.
Guys, we've seen a lot of you comment on our YouTube channel and other YouTube channels asking us to refer you for some jobs, answer some, immigration related questions, or even gone to some non-IRCC recommended immigration consultants.
Guys, let me ask all of you this question. Would you go to any random YouTuber or somebody on the street and ask them to medically treat you if they've not gone to medical school and gotten a medical degree? If you won't do that, then I don't understand why you would want to treat immigration differently. Guys, it's your dream, your life of moving to Canada or to a country that you want to go.
We know that a lot of you are super smart and making right choices, but there are still a lot of people out there who are scamming themselves, and this is exactly what we want to bring it to your attention.
Guys, if you go and see a lot of these YouTubers, including us, we've started a channel just because we want to educate and empower you so that you can make the right choices when you're moving to a different country. If you go to the description of most of us, including our YouTube channel, you would see a disclaimer saying that we are not here to offer immigration advice, and you can see that right here on the screen.
So guys, please just be aware before you take any random suggestions from people, or before you ask any question to a YouTuber, like, are they authorized to answer this? Because we are not.
And to be really honest with you, we know that Priya and I are very privileged to be in Canada, but then we also did it the right way. We made sure that we prepared the application ourselves. We did our own research. We used YouTube videos to supplement our existing research. And after collecting all the documentation, we went only to an RCIC approved immigration consultant who could just verify the documents before we submitted them. So all we want and what we're trying to teach you is that you do the same before you move to Canada.
So guys, we just want to let you know that, all the information that we are telling you is based on our research and what is out there, but we can't recommend something for you specifically.
But guys, when you put this set of information out there are so many people out there ready to scam you. And we want to use this video to highlight few of the scams that are going around in the world right now. Please make sure to watch until the end, as we're going to talk about the latest scam to hit the market that you should definitely be aware of.
Please make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you are aware of such videos that we post in the future. So guys, let's get into the first scam. Guys, the first type of scam are phishing emails. A few years ago, there was this scam involving the Ontario nomination program. And people received emails asking them to pay some fee for the program. And a lot of people lost a lot of money in this process. And this fee was actually asked to be paid via wire transfers. So guys, this is a perfect example of a phishing email scam. So let me just give you some steps as to how you can overcome this. So firstly, IRCC will never ask you to do a wire transfers. And secondly, they will not be sending out your nomination certificates via emails. So guys, it is possible that IRCC will send you email about your visa confirmation or visa ready emails. But again, you can do a quick Google search to see if this email is legitimate and not a scam, because there are so many forums out there where people have posted the actual pictures of what they received from IRCC. And also guys, these days scammers have become really impressed with technology that they can make it look like absolutely the one that you will receive from IRCC. So a second set of eyes might help in this scenario. So if you had like any friends or relatives who have emigrated through this program, or they have seen an email from IRCC, an actual email, then getting suggestions from them and having them look into your email might help, because definitely these scammers have the technology to make it look like the the actual one. So absolutely be aware, and Google search always helps.
So guys, the next type of scam that we want to talk about is a fake job offer. Now most of you out there would know most immigration programs would require that you have some sort of work experience, possibly either abroad or in Canada. But if you had a work experience in Canada, they know that you can obviously get more points. The scammers and the consultants also know this very well. And so that is how this whole thing came about. I want to talk to you about one instance where this happened in my personal life to a family relative of ours. So one day I received a call from my uncle telling me that one of his friends got a job offer from Canada and they were contemplating whether they can move to Canada or not. The minute he brought this up, I knew something was suspicious because you generally cannot just get a job offer just like that. So I told my uncle that, okay, like please transfer me to them so that I can get to see what this job offer is and whether this was legitimate or not. So when I connected with that person, when I saw the job offer letter, the minute I saw it, I knew that this was a scam offer. There were so many errors on the job offer, and in fact the job offer was also asking them to transfer money. When I asked them whether they had transferred any money, they said that yes, they have transferred around 30,000 Indian rupee over to this consultant, and in fact they were also being asked to send another 30,000 Indian rupees within the next 24 hours, which is what they were contemplating. Guys, these people were not well off. They were really trying to put money together, but they were also very well educated. This made me start to think, if educated people are being duped like this, what will happen to those that are not aware but are desperate to come to Canada? This is why at the start of the video, we told you to not be desperate to move to any country. Because the minute you start getting desperate, you start getting scammed. So let us tell you some of the few ways in which you can find out if your job offer is fake or is original.
Firstly, no company will send a job offer without an actual hiring process. And secondly, so guys, just make a quick, go through of the job description and see if they have any typos or spelling errors, because that's an actual example of a scam email. And thirdly, do a Google search to see if the company actually exists. And number 4, you can just type on Google, as I said earlier, or go to some visa forum, just, put in clips of your description or, the job offer that you received, and ask people out there if, they have received similar things before, or if that's a scam or, it's legitimate, because, 80% of the times this has actually helped people get out of a scam and has saved lives. So we absolutely recommend that, you do one of these things, or probably everything.
Guys, the next scam we want to talk about is the promise of a labor market impact assessment from a non-certified immigration consultant in return for a huge fee. Now let us make one thing clear, guys. The employer is the one that applies for the LMIA, and then the onus falls on you as an employee to apply for the work permit. In no case can you pay a fee in return to get a work permit. Guys, employers also sometimes appoint immigration lawyers who can guide you as the employee so that you can make sure your application goes through the right channels to get the work permit done. So guys, let us now look at a couple of examples where people were scammed through this process. So guys, 2 years ago, 3 Punjabi students came to Canada, to Saskatchewan, to get their studies done in Canada. Now, unable to find a job, they decided to seek the help of a consultant who promised that they will be able to find a job. In return, they had to pay individually 40,000 Canadian dollars. It's a lot of money. Now, this consultant arranged a job for them in a nearby hotel and showed in the job documents that they were going to get like around $18 an hour. Students are obviously happy. They thought they've gotten a job that they want, and so they applied using that job offer to IRCC. Imagine this, guys. IRCC looked at the job description, told the students that this was a fake offer, and they also deported the students outside of the country for 5 years, making them inadmissible for 5 years. Imagine going through all of this, and these students didn't even verify if the job offer was true or not, and if the immigration consultant was true or fake. And they also paid $40,000 from hand. Guys, this is why we told you, don't be desperate, because if you are, overlook all of these things. Guys, this was not the only instance. Another instance involved a Toronto-based woman who was running an employment agency, and she looted over $2 million from 600 immigrants through supplying fake job offers. Guys, this person apparently collected over $5,000 from each person to give them an employment contract to get through whatever is the requirements for an LMIA, and finally a final fee whenever somebody got the work visa. Now you might think that when somebody is paying so much money, they would have done some sort of diligence to see if this was a legitimate offer or not. But in fact, do you know how they trusted this person? Only by word of mouth. If that person said something was going to be happening, they just trusted them and went with it. Imagine paying so much money and not doing any of the research. Guys, please make sure to do your research so that you don't fall victim to a scam just like these 600 immigrants did.
Guys, the final scam as promised we want to talk about is the Facebook scam that happened just 2 months ago. Would you believe it? It's in October 2022. So guys, a group of scammers posed as immigration lawyers and reached out to certain groups on Facebook with tens and thousands of people, and they provided information as though like Canada is recruiting 400,000 immigrants for a particular program, and if they are selected they would get their work permit right away. So guys, people believed this, and they had to enter some really sensitive information onto a link that was sent by these posters, and not just that, they had to even forward the link to some WhatsApp groups. And imagine guys, people actually did that. They shared this link with tens and thousands of people on WhatsApp, and a lot of personal information was gathered in the due course. Eventually Facebook had to shut it down, and they figured this out and closed it. But imagine in the due course how much of information have actually been collected by these scammers. Now with this information, they can actually access your bank information, your health details, so on and so forth. This is exactly the reason why we say do your own research. Never ever trust the words of some random person on social media telling you to do this or that, because guys, it's your life and only you are responsible for it. So beware of these scammers, do your own research, and don't fall prey to any of this. So guys, now that we've come to the end of the video, we hope that we have given you some information on some of the scams that are happening outside right in front of your eyes, and you can actually take some steps in mitigating them.
So guys, obviously we understand that this might not be a comprehensive list. So if you feel like there are other scams out there that you want to let others know, please do let us know in the comment section below. Now, this is something we wanted to bring awareness to, and the reason why we started this YouTube channel was because we wanted our subscribers and our viewers to be really educated and empowered to be able to make informed choices when they want to come to Canada.
Guys, we want to support you, and we'd love to see you guys in Canada, but please make sure to do it the right way.
As always guys, please make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can get more informative videos such as this. And finally, please do comment down below if you want to see something specific or a certain topic that you want us to talk about.
Now guys, time to get smarter than the scammers. Get out there and show your skills. See you guys in another video.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.